that he uses our spirits to search our own spirit to search our inner heart. And Dallas Willard, in his book on hearing God's voice, I forget what it's called. Desiring it. Yeah, we'll come to you. But he talks about how that God will use your inner voice to talk to you. And so it will be indistinguishable usually from you talking to you. But it will always be, here's the thing, it will always be consistent with who Jesus is. Because that's always our criteria. It will always be about love and humility and service to others. And you'll find that voice will tell you to do things that otherwise you wouldn't want to do. Because here's the thing, you guys, honestly, we usually get up in the morning and we've got our plans, we got our schedules, and we do our thing, and we got a can task, and we have all the rest. And we might ask God to bless that here and there. But we confess that He's Lord of our life, and yet we spend 99% of our conscious waking moments ignoring Him. Can I get an amen, somebody? We make Him Lord of our life, but not over any particular moments of our life. The trouble is our whole life is nothing but a series of particular moments. So to make Jesus Lord of your life doesn't mean anything unless He's Lord right now. Because now is all you got to offer Him. This is the only thing that's real. And so learn how to submit every moment to the Lord and be open to the Lord talking to you. And then letting God interrupt you and interrupt your plans. See, that's where it gets, because who's Lord of your life? You or Him? Well, does He get a chance to interrupt you? So I have a deal with the Lord, and that's like any major decision. I'll pray, I'll seek His will, and I'll try to go according to that. But if I don't hear from Him, I will just do the most reasonable thing. Because that's what I usually do. Like, I'll do what's reasonable, but I give you permission to interrupt me. And then respond to that. And see what happens. It can be really, really, really great. Over time, I think you can develop a capacity to discern the difference. Especially if you act out on this sometimes and you have real confirmations. Like, whoa, I can give you stories on this, but one guy, he hasn't called up a friend for like 10 years, decides he has an impression he's supposed to call this guy, calls this guy. Well, the guy was thinking about suicide. A guy, old buddy, hadn't seen for 10 years. I mean, it's just kingdom coincidence like that. And over time, you can begin to discern the voice. But that's a very important thing. Jesus says, my sheep hear my voice. So we all need to be practicing hearing His voice and responding to His voice. That's what sheep are supposed to be doing. Then another question is, since we